Alright, welcome to the first installment of DVD reviews, and this time, to keep with one of my current, string of videos, it's on the Power Rangers DVD. Power Rangers, the best of Power Rangers, the Ultimate Rangers. So, probably shorten that for the intro, but this has technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes on it, but 3 of them are two-parters, so I'll go by each. I'm going to just kind of talk a little bit about each episode on there and then the DVD as a whole. So, the first one on here is a pretty good two-parter from the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from Season 2. It's called White Light, and that's the introduction of the White Ranger. And what I remember about this the most is Lord Zedd says he's going to go after Tommy. So what's the next thing you see with Tommy? Something grabs him, some weird beam, and it takes him. And you think, oh no, Lord Zedd has him. And it's not mentioned by Lord Zedd anything of what's going on. And then it's revealed that Tommy's actually the new White Ranger. And weirdly enough, Jason David Frank was actually going to leave Power Rangers and be a part of a show called Cybertron, which they then later adapted into VR Troopers. Now, Brad Hawkins was originally chosen to be the White Ranger, but Tommy's popularity brought him back. And he was also going to be the Gold Ranger in Power Rangers Zeo, which is why his voice was used. But in the end, they used triplets. I don't know. This two-part is actually pretty cool. It brings the White Ranger into the equation. More Sentai footage for them to use. And, yeah, it's not bad. The one thing that always bugs me is that Lord Zedd says he's going to bring this monster to life using this statue. And it has to take forever. But as soon as it becomes plot convenient, he's like, oh, I can't wait anymore. And he brings it out. So, it was just sort of Sentai footage or something. I don't know. Decent two-parter. Next we have from Power Rangers in Space, Countdown to Destruction. A two-parter. It's the season finale. Originally meant to be the series finale of Power Rangers, because originally that was going to be it. And it does wrap everything from the previous seasons all together. Zordon is destroyed and it unleashes this big Z-Wave, as they call it, destroying all evil in the galaxy. So it works, and the Rangers, it completes that entire Zordon arc from Mighty Morphin to In Space. But then that saved the franchise, so they kept going, and it's still going to this day. And it's an excellent, if not the best, season finale of Power Rangers to date. Not gonna change my mind on that. I think it's one of the better ones. It even sees the, speaking of storylines all coming together, Bulk and Skull started out as bullies. And, season 1, they were bullies. Season 2, they decided they were going to try to find the identities of the Power Rangers. Season 3, they became cops, junior policemen, whatever. And then there were detectives in Zeo, and they got their jobs back in Turbo, and then they were monkeys, and then invisible, and then they went to space. They were trying to track down aliens, and then they, this was the end of their arc. Although, here they stand up for the Rangers, and they find out who the Rangers really are, something they try to do since Season 2. And although Book and Professor Phenomenus was introduced in this season, they come back, sort of, for Lost Galaxy, this was totally their arc wrap. They're not really together until, like, Samurai, and it's only for a brief when Skull picks up his son at the end. But, yeah, Super Samurai, whatever. But I think this is probably the best season finale to a Power Rangers season ever. Next, we have Power Rangers Lost Galaxy to the 10th Power. And now, really, this is a two-part story. But they only use the first part. Not Power or Pink or whatever it was. But they use this one. And it's basically Chikina gets a hold of the Psycho Ranger data cards that were shown towards the end of the Psycho Rangers running in space. And she brings them back. And they kidnap most of the Rangers except for Mike and Leo. And Andros saves Leo. And then the other Rangers show up. They fight off the Psycho Rangers to destroy it. The Pink Rangers Pink Site Rangers left, and that's sort of the cliffhanger that leads into the next episode, which I won't discuss because it's not on here. It's a decent crossover, not the best, but if you're trying to put crossovers on here, that's probably one you want to put. The next one, however, Trakeena's Revenge, is a 2-part in the Lightspeed Rescue season that, for me, rewatching it again, it's not bad. It's just, I would have put Reinforcements from the Future on here over this one, because that one has Wild Force and Time Force teaming up, and it's probably a better team up. I understand they only wanted one Wild Force team up, and that's Forever Red, and we'll get to that. But here, it's not bad, but there's this little girl that shows up through the entirety of this crossover. Because her parents were kidnapped. And Carter, the Red Ranger, is trying to protect this little girl. And they keep bringing her on the missions. So she's always in trouble. And the whole thing is that Trakeena is still alive, and she wants to use the life force of humans to make herself green, like at the end of Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. That's what it is. And then there's another demon that's there, and I don't know. It's kind of stupid, but in the end there's this part that I really kind of laughed at, and that's when the little girl's parents come out. Carter has a smile on his face like this. It's like they told him to smile, and they just went, we'll just keep that in. Okay, that's good. Thanks, Sean. It's just like, it's terrible. And like, I don't know. Like the Rangers, like the Lightspeed Rangers give their jackets and then it's really weird. It's just weird. Next we have the final episode in here, and it is Forever Red. And okay, so this was big. 10 Red Rangers from the past 10 seasons. But the fact that I remember being like, there's not 10 Rangers though, but I didn't think about it. You add Leo, the Space Ranger, and you add Eric from Time Force, the Quantum Ranger, that it was up to 10. So, because I was like, oh, it hasn't been 10 seasons yet. Or 10, but it works. This is probably one of the better crossovers. I don't necessarily think it's better than Reinforcements from the Future, but it's still one of the better ones. My problem with this, as I explained with my Wild Force, when I was talking about Wild Force, is Cole. He's a terrible character. His character is the forefront of this series, and they make that abundant in this episode. In an episode, supposed to celebrate 10 years of Power Rangers, supposed to celebrate all 10 Red Rangers, and who saves the day? The newest Red Ranger, on a weapon, a flying cycle that he just got in the previous episode. And the lines he gives. Hi, I'm Cole. I don't know much about this machine empire, but I will go wherever I must to defend the Earth. I'm not gonna let you take on Serpentera. It's just like, no. You're trying too much. Like I said, he's better in Samurai, like way better. But here, it's cringe, as the kids say nowadays. It's cringe. But the rest of the stuff, pretty decent. I do have one kind of logical problem, and that's that in this season, Bulk and Skull, 1, how did Bulk get back to Earth? 2, they are with Tommy managing this country club, right? And then 2 seasons later, Tommy has this PhD. He's a doctor. He's worked on this experiment with Anton Mercer. In 2 years, this has happened. And he somehow met Haley before this. It's really confusing when you try to put the timeline in. It's just very confusing. Notably, Jason David Frank, he wears a long sleeve shirt in this and in Dino Charge. That's because of his tattoos. I guess they didn't want to have it on the kids show. I don't know. All in all, Forever Red is a pretty good episode. brings back 10 Red Rangers from the past. It's good to see them, even though we already saw Wes and Eric earlier, but it's still good to see them. And this DVD overall, the episodes they picked, I think are pretty good episodes. When it comes to Power Rangers, these are episodes people remember, I guess. So yeah, I think they're pretty good picks. I like this picture of Darkonda and Lord Zed in the back. They're never together, but it's pretty cool. And this one represents like every Ranger that could be on there, you know. Every kind of, it's on the episode, in the episode. So yeah, pretty good. I had a rating system, but I don't remember what it was. So I'm just going to say this is pretty good. So what are your thoughts on this DVD? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.